Now, News 3 Sports with Mitch Brown.
Now, usually football coaches will tell you a couple of days after a win that it was fun, but it's now time to focus on the next game. Well, not Old Dominion and Coach Bobby Wilder. I mean, how could you? After the Monarchs shook the college football world upside down and scooped all the loose change up, the Monarchs have been the center of attention this week. But now it's Wednesday, and they've got 8 more games on their schedule. So how do the Monarchs march into East Carolina and keep this momentum going?
We hadn't executed for 3 weeks, and we executed. Now, a lot of it had to do with it was Virginia Tech. There was a lot of pride. There was a lot of passion. There was a lot of excitement. Well, we need to capture all that this week for East Carolina and moving forward down the road. The bottom line, it always comes back to execution on the field.
And it's been a week to forget for Virginia Tech, besides, of course, losing to ODU and falling all the way out of the AP Top 25 poll. The Hokies announced starting QB Josh Jackson will be out for the season after breaking his leg. So now they hand the wheel to Kansas transfer Ryan Willis, and he's ready to get the Hokies back on track against Duke.
I knew I was always one play away. Got to prepare like you're a star no matter what. Prayers are for Josh, speedy recovery. He's a great guy, very unfortunate incident, but, you know, it's the next man up.
We're excited to see what Ryan can do, and he's made some plays there in practice, so I'm ready to see what he can do when he steps up to the challenge.
The Hokies have won the last 2 meetings between the two teams. Kickoff set in Durham for 7 p.m. Meanwhile, down the street at Norfolk State, the Spartans are coming off of a road win at South Carolina State last week. That win was bigger than it might seem for a couple of reasons. For starters, NSU now sits at 2-1 on the season, with their lone loss coming to James Madison in a shortened game because of Florence. But the Spartans haven't started a season out this well since 2012, when they achieved the same record through 3 games. The biggest takeaway, though, is that NSU hasn't won more than 4 games since 2011. So far, so good for the green and gold.
My main task right now with our team is maintaining focus. Making sure that we don't, become too proud of our early season accomplishments. And it's a balancing act. When you've got guys that are having some success, but they're still young guys, and we've got to make sure that we're mature enough to manage the success that we've had so far.
The Spartans look to improve to 3-1 when they host Delaware State at Dick Price Stadium on Saturday. I'm really interested to see the bounce back for Virginia Tech on the road, and then how Old Dominion handles that success and the spotlight on them in East Carolina.
We'll see.
Well, they're all juiced up, so they've got that momentum, and that was a wake-up call for Tech. So I would imagine, and also let's hope that Norfolk State can also pull off another win.
Like the streak they're on right now.
It's a big weekend for these teams here in Hampton Roads.
Thanks.